Let's go with our Parajumbles. So it was his. So there is a someone is referring to someone else. It's a reference. So it was his taxpayer who had shell out as much as 1.6 billion over 10 years to employees of failed company. So first of all, we have to find an opening. So we have gotten something like his. It is referring to someone. So we have to remember it. So reference. Reference. Okay. So companies in many countries routinely engage in such activities, which means that the employees are left with unpaid entitlement. So such activities in this sentence you have to make sure look at this point, such activities. So what is that such activities? So we have to look for that pair with another one. So let's go with third one, deliberate and systematic liquidation of a company to avoid liabilities and then restart the business in is called phoenixing. So guys, here look at it. This looks like an opening point because it is explaining something like what is phoenixing. It is explaining this part. And let's go ahead with fourth one. 3 seems like an opening point, so let's go with 4. The Australian Minister for Revenue and Services discovered in an audit that phoenixing had cost the Australian economy between 2.9 billion and 5.1 billion last year. Fourth one also looks like an opening, but it is not. And why it look like an opening? Because it is including the possibility. It is this part is explaining the phoenixing, and fourth one is extension of look like an extension. But so we have gotten a confirmation that third is an opening point. So but before that we have to look for something like what is it? It is effect. It is when we read this part fourth one. So let's read it once more. The Australian Minister for Revenues and Services discovered in an audit that phoenixing had cost the Australian economy between 2.9 billion and 5.1 billion last year. But it is uh, not getting a pair because it has cost something. What has cost 2.9 to 5.1 billion last year? There is something that has caused this part, no? So we have to look for that. So such activities. Last I told you that what is that activity? Companies in many countries routinely engage in such activities, which means that the employee are left with unpaid entitlement. So this is the activity that has caused this cost to an Australian economy. So let's go with 3 2, and it has caused this to an Australian economy. So this is 2 and 4 is a pair, and third is an opening point. So of course one will be the ending point because it was his taxpayer. So who is that his taxpayer? His is that referring to Australian minister, that his taxpayer who had shell out as much as 1.6 billion over 10 years to employees of failed companies. So here we go. We have gotten our pair. Thank you.